un véritable cataclysme. Ce jeu est en train d'exploser tous les records.
Is breathtaking. It is a game that commands respect on every single level and deserves every bit of praise that it's gotten.
Sandfall Interactive aus Montpellier präsentiert ein Rollenspiel, das deutlich japanischen Vorbildern nacheifert.
Clair Obscur iba a ser una experiencia bastante distinta.
Ils sont une trentaine de personnes et surtout, c'est leur premier jeu.
Nous sommes à Montpellier pour une
C'est le
émission
jeu
spéciale
le
consacrée
mieux
à un
noté
jeu très
de ce
attendu.
début d'année 2025.
Et c'est français.
We are 2 days before the launch of the game, which feels very surreal, probably the most emotional moment of my life. Putting something out after 6 years of work, like 6 years is a very, very long time to work on something, and it's basically been my life for the last 6 years. I've been doing pretty much only this, living for this, dreaming about this, waking up every morning, working on this, like every weekend, every day, and I'm very fortunate to be able to achieve what is basically my dream and put it out in the world. Not many people are as lucky as I am to be able to work with such a talented team on what is basically a dream, and making this dream come true. It's unbelievable. I wish I had better words to share how it feels, but really it's overwhelming, it's too much. Anxiousness, it's happiness, it's sadness, because it's kind of the end, in a way, of this beautiful dream. Tremendously awkward, but beautiful, anxious but happy, sad but joyful. Wow. The biggest ride of my life, yeah.
Sur 3 minutes.
The very first mocap session is one of my most defining moments, is when we were playing the scene with Gustave in Spring Meadows with Maxence Cazorla. And it's just a very simple scene. It's at the beginning. It's when Gustave wakes up after what happens to Expedition 33 in the first environment, and he's by himself. There is no dialogue, just him struggling, waking up and moving forward. So if we were to do that by ourselves, it would just be, okay, you wake up and you go. Okay, shit acting, terrible game. But when we had this performance by Maxence where like he just wakes up, there is a dead silence in the room because everybody's feeling what Gustave is feeling right now, and it's so well acted, and we're like, okay, everything's going to work. And for me, it was really the moment where I knew that our cinematics were going to work. It's really like, okay, the characters are alive now. It's not just words, it's not just script. Gustave is here. That was for me like such a strong moment in the production. It's still very emotional thinking about it. So we had a very clear idea of what we wanted the character to move like, to sound like, how they should, just exist. So we had a very big casting for all the characters, where we had a casting of more like 15 actors per character. So it was a tough casting, but we were really picky in finding exactly the right person for the right job. It took a bit of time, but we got so lucky in finding especially Charlotte Hopfner, Estelle Darnaud, and Maxence Cazorla.
I heard about the project by Instagram, so I sent an email and a self-tape.
You feel you are the only one on the brink.
I didn't know anything about it. I just learned the text and I went to the casting.
When I passed the audition, I didn't really know what I was getting into until they showed us a small clip of the video game.
And I was like, yes, this is going to be great.
It was a very long process that lasted 1 year, and we did like 3 or 4 sessions per month. And it was such a joyful process. Like, we became friends after this because just we cried so much, we laughed so much. It was such an intense emotional experience with the actors.
We did go deep in the emotions.
We cried,
We laughed a lot.
we helped each other, and they helped me a lot.
Could we talk?
The scenes more challenging for me, it was the scene between Gustave and Sophie.
I'm sorry.
You
I
don't
miss
need
you
to.
too.
She's about to disappear and he sees her for the very last time.
The most stubborn person I know.
I remember us being there, everybody from the team watching us. And Guillaume said, would you guys want to hear Lorien's music so it helps you with the emotions? And we said yes.
It was just like a dream, nightmare, more like a nightmare.
I remember we were both looking at what was supposed to be the monolith, but we had nothing in front of us. And I knew Estelle was right next to me. I couldn't look at her because we were both looking at the monolith. When we turned around and I looked at her, I saw the emotion in her eyes.
I'm here.
I know. The only thing we could do was to listen to the music and let go, let the feelings take over, and be with the partner and be in the present, in the moment.
J'ai rien à dire, c'est trop bien, c'est parfait. Incroyable.
Je suis morte.
Il y a aussi un moment, j'ai failli vraiment partir et tu sais, j'ai essayé de le retenir. Et j'étais en moi, enfin, je sais pas, je me disais, elle voudrait pas le voir craquer.
Bah ouais, ah oui.
Vous avez encore du jus pour tester une autre ou pas?
Ah oui, oui.
Mais non. On aime se faire du mal.
On aime, ouais.
J'ai rien à dire, c'est trop bien.
I feel like Maëlle is kind of a sister to me.
I don't understand what's happening. And I feel like I never understood. Like, I'm always missing something that everyone else just gets.
She's sarcastic. She has a big shell around her. And I feel like I was like that at first.
I've been having nightmares.
Yeah, me too.
As Maëlle grew in the game, I feel like I grew up with her.
There are some very cool scenes that are just pure improv.
I think one of my favorite parts is there's a scene between Monoco and Verso, and Verso's trying to convince Monoco to join the team.
We're heading for Old Lumiere. Okay, bye. Hey, come on. Hey.
But Luke, you doofus, don't you recognize her?
Of course I do.
Well, then you know what that means. This is our shot. It might be our only shot.
This is your only shot. And it was just me doing Monoco and Maxence doing Verso, and we were waiting for Charlotte to say her line, and I don't know, we just wanted to gain some time.
There will be a lot of fighting, though.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
there will be a lot of fighting.
Exactly.
Count me in then.
Good.
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 Yes, good.
These are moments of truth, you know, because that moment of improv to me is a moment of true camaraderie. The friendship, that dynamic is real.
It was so dumb, but so cool that we just had to let this in the game. And like now I think it's one of the most iconic Monoco moments is just this very short, stupid exchange.